When we think of Black History Month, it is easy to focus on just one month a year. But stories and struggles and brilliance of Black Americans and African American history deserve our attention every single day. Reading these books is not just a seasonal exercise, it is a way to understand the past, confront uncomfortable truths, and see how history shapes our world today. One of the books that really shaped my reading journey is The Barn by Wright Thompson. This book looks at the murder of Emmett Till by focusing on the world that protected his killer and the silence that surrounded the crime. It blends reporting and memoir and cultural history to show how communities choose what to remember and what to hide. It's heavy. Very heavy, but it forces important conversations about truth and accountability. Another powerful nonfiction read along that same vein is How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. Smith travels to historic sites connected to slavery and explores how these stories are told, avoided, or reshaped. What makes this book stand out is how personal it feels, centering on voices of people connected to these places and reminding us that history is not that distant. It is living and it is ongoing. Octavia Butler's Kindred and her Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talent series show how fiction can tell a deep historical and social truths. Kindred uses time travel to confront the realities of slavery in an emotional way. The parable books imagine a future shaped by inequality and instability, but they feel uncomfortably close to our present time and our present reality. Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye and Beloved are essential classics that explore trauma, identity, and the lasting impact of slavery. Her writing can be challenging at times, but is incredibly powerful. These books stay with you long after you finish the last page. James Baldwin's The Next Fire Time and Go Tell It on the Mountain remain just as relevant today as they were when they were written. Baldwin combines emotion, honesty, and a sharp social critique to talk about race, faith, and identity in America. His voice still feels urgent and necessary. I want to highlight The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson. This tells the story of the Great Migration through the lives of ordinary people. It reads like a novel but carries deep historical weight. Her other book, Caste, which I'm currently reading, explores how invisible social hierarchies shape society and influence how people are treated both consciously and unconsciously. Books like Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates, I Know Why the Cageberg Sings by Maya Angelou, Becoming by Michelle Obama, and Heavy by Kisi Lehman bring personal voices into the conversation. These stories remind us every day that history is just not events and dates. It is a very lived experience. So yes, celebrate Black History Month, pick up some of these books in February, but most importantly, keep reading them in March, July, October, and beyond. These stories deserve space on our shelves all year long.